Hey everyone, it's Lexi. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you a kind of what I spend in a week video. And I like to do these from time to time. So I always am curious to see what people spend their money on. And so I always like to kind of document this as well, just to kind of see how my spending habits kind of change, throughout the years. So the way this video will be structured is I'll break down like my mandatory expenses, all that stuff, and then go throughout the week to tell you kind of what I spent money on. So without further ado, let's get started.
Alrighty, so let's move on to my monthly expenses. Fortunately, my husband and I do not have a mortgage, so all of these monthly expenses are just tied to, some things that, I just need month to month, or some things that I just want as well. First up, I pay $40 every month for my car wash membership, $96 for my life insurance, $42 for subscriptions, which includes Hulu and HBO. I always try to put $2,000 towards my savings as well, and this leads to a monthly total of $2,178 or $544.50 per week. Starting off, my first spending day was Monday, and Monday I was in the office all day, and on my way home I had to stop by the vet to get a prescription for our dog Willow, which came to $39.45. And then on my way home as well, I quickly stopped by the grocery store because we just needed a few things that we needed to have with our dinner, and so that came to $15.96. And then finally, after dinner, I went and got my nails done as well, and that came to $56.15. This led to a daily total of $111.56. On Tuesday, from my way home from work, I stopped for gas, which came to a total of $77.09 for the day. My next spending day was Thursday, and so we needed to pick up groceries for the next week. I was trying to use up what we already had in our pantry and some of the veggies that I was growing in my garden. So this total was used a lot smaller than what it normally is, kind of week to week. But we had a daily total of $52.46. On Friday, I made a quick curbside pickup order for Target, and as you can see, Willow came with me, but I needed just a few toiletries, so it wasn't anything too crazy, and that came to $42.85. And then on my way home, since it was so nice out, I stopped at Starbucks for a drink and a pup cup, which came to $5.75. This ultimately led to a daily total of $48.60. And finally, my last spending day of the week was Saturday, and so after dinner, me and my husband went and got ice cream together for a little ice cream date, and this led to a daily total of $11.26. In total, I spent a total of $300.97, and if we factor in my mandatory expenses, that brings that total to $845.47. If we do a breakdown of my total spending this week, we can see that nearly 2/3 of my spending goes towards those mandatory expenses, a great portion of it going towards my savings. But then if we were to break it down even further and we look into take out that mandatory expenses, we can see that the vast majority of my spending goes towards groceries, gas, and things that are kind of, fun money, such as self-care or essentials as well. A good portion of my spending does go towards Willow, just with her vet bills and just her, grooming day-to-day expenses, and a small portion of our money goes towards eating out. We like to, even though we don't have a lot of, we don't have a mortgage or anything like that, we do like to save money by only going out maybe a couple times a month, and so what we like to do is cook mostly from home, so that is kind of the biggest thing that helps us save money. And as you can see, I feel like in terms of my wants and needs, I feel like I do a really good balance of, treating myself to getting my nails done while also kind of focusing on using up the food that we already have and all that stuff, and trying to eat in as much as possible. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty pleased with how much I spent this week, and I've definitely developed really good money habits within the last few years.
So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of these types of videos in the future and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.